my sexy goddess. Let's talk about why you feel like roommates in your marriage rather than sexy lovers, which is not what you're wanting. You don't want to feel like roommates. You don't want to feel like you're just in the busyness of life, that you're only just talking about what do we want for dinner and let's just lay in bed and maybe there's a quick kiss before you fall asleep. It's like, okay, that's nice and all, but we did not sign up for marriage to not be well fucked. We get to be well loved and well fucked. And so, why does this happen? How does this happen? Like, what is going on beneath the surface? For most women that I talk to, the reason that this happens in your marriage where you turn into roommates, it's not because as they say, whoever they are, that, oh yeah, in long-term relationships, like the intimacy just naturally goes away. Like, what do you expect is going to happen? No, 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 no. That actually is not what happens. It's sure it can, but not for women like us. That is not our standard. And when we hold a standard of like champagne standards, like having sex like diamonds, having like this beautiful, like top shelf intimacy, we're not going to settle for just being roommates. We're not going to settle for just being friends. Like that is not the baseline of bliss that we're wanting. So, a big reason that this happens is your magnetism has left the building. Your knowing that you are hot as fuck, that you are a delicious, sexy woman, that you are all that in a bag of potato chips. Don't even, where does that saying even come from? I don't even know. It's like you forgot who the fuck you are. And when you forget who the fuck you are, you can kiss being well fucked goodbye because our man is so drawn to our confidence. I remember there's several conversations I've had with my husband and with, I mean, many, many men. I've been behind the scenes at this point of hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of relationships, talking to women, men, couples, like all across the board. And so many times what I hear from men is they're wanting your confidence. They're wanting you like feeling yourself. They're going to feel you when you're feeling yourself. But what a lot of women do is they vacate the building, meaning they vacate their body. And so they're up in their mind trying to do all the facts and things and stuff and the business of life. If you're just focused on the business of life, then very quickly you're going to turn your relationship into business. And that is going to completely fuck up the bedroom vibes. And yes, we've got business to do. Like, I am literally talking to you as part of my business. Like, yes, that is an important piece. And if you have kids, if you've got all these different things, you got to go grocery shopping. Yes, there is the business of life, but we have to expand our capacity to be able to be with the business of life and also make sure that we stay in our body and keep owning the truth of who we are, which is we're hot as fuck, we're amazing as fuck, we are lovable, we are pleasure on legs, that we are enough. We're all this magnificent magicalness of who we are. And we got to get back into your body, back into your body. And so if you've vacated your body, aka vacated the building, you've got to get back in your body. You got to get back into feeling yourself. Ah, and this is why I have my free membership, House of Pleasure, is because a woman who is a well fucked wife, she leads herself from pleasure. She does not abandon pleasure. And pleasure doesn't mean having like orgasms all day, every day. It's you are like the gas that drives your body is pleasure rather than the trying to validate yourself, trying to prove yourself, trying to you're overdoing, over pleasing, that all these different pieces is that's not the right energy to be moving from. A well fucked wife moves from the energy of love and pleasure. She moves from her the feel in herself. And as I love to say, like you got to be full of yourself. Like who else are we going to be full of? Well, obviously, like we're going to be want to be full of our man too. Be penetrated by his deliciousness, his energy, his yummy dick, like in all the different ways. But we've got to be full of ourselves first. which means we need to stop abandoning ourselves. And so this is what it all comes down to. You've abandoned yourself. And when you abandon yourself, the bedroom also gets abandoned as well. Because when you abandon yourself, your sexual self gets completely chucked out the window. She's like, hello. Like, have you forgotten about me? Yes, you forgot about her. You forgot about yourself. You forgot about your own pleasure. You forgot about what feels good for you. You forgot about prioritizing yourself. You forgot that you are literally the sun of your own fucking solar system. You are. And that does not make you bad. That does not make you wrong. That does not make you narcissistic. That none of that. That makes you a woman in her power. You have abandoned your power. And when you abandon your power, you abandon your pleasure, you abandon yourself, you abandon your sexual self, and that then renders you not well loved and well fucked in the way that you crave and you deserve. And so if you really want to be, no longer be just roomies and just, things are fine. And as my mom told me back in the day, Chelsea, you deserve more than fine. We deserve more than fine. A well-fucked wife does not hold the standard of fine. She holds the standard, like the baseline of bliss. That's her standard. Her standard is that pleasure is with her wherever she goes, because where she goes, she always follows. You have a standard that you get to be well loved and well fucked, healthy, wealthy, well loved and well fucked in all the delicious ways. That does not make you too much. That does not make you asking for too much. That does not mean you are too much. That does not mean you can't have it. That is, I mean, that could be a whole other episode of we have been completely brainwashed and gaslit into believing that the level of intimacy that we have accepted is good enough. It's not. It's not. We need to demand higher standards in our life. And that's what we do as well fucked wives. It's like, no, we want better. We get to have better. And not because we've earned it, not because we've proved ourselves. It's simply what we get to have as women in this world. As women, we get to be well loved and well fucked. And the way that we want to be loved and the way that we want to be well fucked, we get to have that. You get to have that. Permission for that. And so, really take a look at your life right now and be honest with yourself. Where have I abandoned myself? Where have I put myself way at the bottom of whatever fucking list you have? I don't care if you have a multi-million-dollar company, if you have 5 kids, if you've got your husband, you've got 3 dogs, a cat, and a chinchilla. Like, you need to be on the top of the list. You. That is not selfish. That is not wrong. It's literally what allows everything else to go well. Because the standard we hold is that we are not existing through our own self abandonment. We do not maintain connection through our own self abandonment. To ourself be damned. If you are living life to yourself be damned, well, you're not going to get that dick. Let me tell you. Or your husband might be, maybe you're a woman who right now your like sexual self is shut down and your husband does want to have sex with you because he does see like he could feel you and you're not feeling yourself and you're like, I don't even want it. You've shut it down. You've shut yourself down. We need to turn you the fuck on. And that again is not meaning you need to be in like orgasmic vibes all the time. It's be present with yourself because pleasure lives in the present moment. How often are you in the present moment? And present with the truth of who you are and owning, oh my gosh, I am a well fucked wife right now. This is the identity work that we do in the Well Fucked Wives Club is really knowing that, hey, this is already who I am now. Let me hold this standard now. I am being and thinking and showing up as the woman who is already well loved and well fucked. Even if you look around and the quote unquote evidence is showing that you're still just in roomy vibes with your husband. That's just old data from past you that created what you're seeing right now. Stop focusing on what you are seeing and come back into you and what you are feeling. That's the power. I'm feeling myself. Oh my gosh, I am such an amazing, magnetic, powerful, delicious, sexy woman. Nothing in this moment needs a change in order for that to be true. We keep delaying our own satisfaction, our own gratification, our own bliss because we think something needs to change. We need to lose 2 more pounds and then we'll feel ourselves. And then I can be a well fucked wife. Your husband needs to do XYZ and then you could be a well fucked wife. No. And so a piece too, I want to say before we end this deliciousness here today is stop focusing so much on other people. Stop focusing on what your husband is doing or not doing. Stop focusing on trying to control things around you. Stop trying to validate yourself through if I do this in my work, if I make this money, if my body looks this way so that other people see me this way. Trying to get the attention. If we're trying to prove ourselves, we're trying to get the attention. This is what happens for a lot of women, especially if we're in, which is what I had historically been in. If you've been listening and playing along in my world, is I had the higher desire in my relationship and I kept trying to get my husband's attention. And I kept focusing on him. What is he doing? What is he not doing? Why doesn't he want me? Why am I not wanted anymore? Like, fuck, is this the way I'm going to like be in my marriage? Like, I didn't sign up to be in a marriage to not be well fucked. Like, hell's no. I want the love and I want the pleasure. Thank you very much. I get to have both. That's the abundance. That's part of being wealthy. When I say be healthy, wealthy, well loved, and well fucked, yes, wealthy in money, but wealthy in love and pleasure, abundance. Have it overfloweth. But if you are focusing on your husband, what he is doing, what he's not doing, focusing on your to-do list, focusing on all these things that need to change, focusing outside of yourself, you have immediately abandoned yourself. You have vacated the building, you have vacated your body. Come back to you. Focus on you. Make room for you, make space for you. If there's no space in your body, energetically, emotionally, physically, if there's no space in your life, in your calendar, in your mind, there's no room for your husband to fuck you. You have to make the space. Because a man like your husband, who is such an amazing man, full of respect, is not going to force himself into you. Like, no, 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 no. That is not what we want. So he's going to wait for you to open yourself up more. Be available. And you can't be available if you're abandoning yourself. So the more available you are to yourself, the more you're available for him to come to you, to come inside of you. Oh, in all the delicious ways. You cannot be abandoning yourself and not making yourself available and then expect yourself to be a well fucked wife. That is not how it works. So be radically responsible. If you want this, if you want to be and you get to have it, it's really actually fucking simple. Not always easy, but it's simple. Prioritize yourself, feel yourself, own the truth that you are hot as fuck, amazing as fuck, and you are a well-loved and well-fucked wife already. Claim it, own it, be it. Show up as that version of you and watch everything shift. And do not expect everything to shift immediately. This is something that also women do, is we immediately make a shift and then we look outside of ourselves to check. All right, did my husband notice? All right, why isn't he like trying to initiate sex again? All right, why isn't this happening? You've vacated the building again. You're orienting yourself outside of yourself. You're trying to check to make sure everyone has caught on to you feeling yourself. Stop paying attention. Like, just be in your own bliss, your own pocket of pleasure. Play in your own pocket of pleasure. Oh, and you will be met there. But that's not why we do it. We play in our own pocket of pleasure because it just feels so fucking good. Everything else is just a byproduct of that. So, thank you for coming to my church. Getting a little tough love situation. Join my free House of Pleasure membership where all this magic deepens, where you just deepen into permission for pleasure. There's free classes every month. There's a book club every month. I drop more audios like this for you to listen to. There's a whole community of women that are just feeling ourselves and celebrating ourselves, and to come closer, to really do this deep identity work, to live the standard of a healthy, wealthy, well-loved, and well-fucked wife. That's the work we do in the Well Fucked Wives Club and my private coaching. I'm sending you so much love. Have an amazing, delicious, yummy day. Go out there, feel yourself, be full of yourself, and know that you are already a well-fucked wife.
That was delicious. Thank you so much for joining me in today's episode. I would love to invite you to come a little bit closer to drchelseapage.com, where you will find all the goodies for support, including my private coaching and the Well Fucked Wives Club. I will see you in the next episode.